I don't think TikTok is going to be banned. There was a bill to ban TikTok last year, but it didn't pass. It didn't even get a vote. TikTok may be sold to another company, but it'll continue to operate. The bill that just passed the House was about telling TikTok they have to sell to another company. It hasn't passed the Senate, and I don't know if it will. If it does, TikTok will be sold for billions of dollars and will continue to operate. Okay, but why? Why tell them they have to sell? The bottom line is there's a serious concern that the Chinese government can influence what you see on your For You page. They can tweak the algorithm in ways that may be helpful to them and harmful to us. It looks like they've done this around certain political subjects, and they have the potential to do much more. There is also a concern about them having access to your data, but frankly, that applies to all social media companies. They are all sucking up your data. But what those other social media companies don't have is an adversarial government that can influence the algorithm to manipulate the content you're shown in ways that will help them politically. That's a difference, and it's a big one. TikTok is owned by a company based in China, and China has a national security law that gives its intelligence services a lot of power. So if those services show up at the door of TikTok and say, hey, you have to change the algorithm for American users in these specific ways, TikTok has to comply. The effect could be subtle, but persistent. We got a big example of how that power could be used last week, and it wasn't subtle. A huge pop-up notification validated everyone's concerns. It didn't mention anything about the actual intent of the bill, which is to force a sale and allow TikTok to continue operating. It just mischaracterized the bill and then told everyone to take political action based on that mischaracterization. I'm amazed someone thought this was a good idea, but it proved the concern isn't hypothetical, it's real. They will misinform people on a huge scale and then use that to manipulate political behavior. Letting that power stay in the hands of an adversarial government, which China definitely is inviting them to use that power. I know a lot of you have seen some members of Congress be deeply uninformed about this because they don't use TikTok and they don't care. But I do use it, and I think we can solve this problem and keep marching on. And the way we're going to solve it is the same way we solved it last time because we've confronted this issue before. So that's the latest, and I'll keep you posted.